Good evening on. Good evening everyone. Good evening everyone. So participants, those who have any doubts, you can just clarify it. Any doubts regarding the previous sessions means you can just post it over here. All the participants. Good evening all. Very hearty good evening to all. Yes, actually, it is possible. Like previously, we have seen gesture recognition using scikit-learn as well as opencv. So from that, we have first cropped out a particular region from the entire frame. So from the frame, we are taking only that particular part, and from that we are calling the threshold. So from that particular threshold values, we are comparing with the pairwise values by taking the sklearn. So based on that, we will be able to apply the contour. So whatever the shape it has been detected, we will be able to apply the contour, and how much of the fingers we are showing on. From that, we will be able to see what is the output, like 1, 2, 3. So that is one sort of gesture. Now today also we are going to see that advanced level of gesture only, which is known as digital art. Ravindra Array. What are all the implementations are using to 5G technology by using AI? Actually, with the help of 5G, the AI will be increased. Why means through IoT connections. For getting a continued internet connections only, continuous internet connections only, the 5G itself being promoted. So it's just high speed optical fibers like that and all they will be saying. Nowadays also everyone can see, even if you are just taking the broadband connections, they are upgrading into the 5G level. So that it is nothing but to get a continuous high speed network so that AI won't be down during the working hours, because AI should be always, it will be connected towards internet for a background support, because all the data it is stored in cloud only. Any doubts? Participants, anybody having doubts means can post it. Good evening, Ram Shankar sir. Participants having any doubts regarding that previous session can just post it. Any doubts can be posted. No, 5 gigahertz is different. 5 gigahertz broadband is different. 5G technology is different. Both have different radiations. Okay, you can just provide the technical contact with our team. Control learner, what is the error? What do you call it when you regret something? Regression. Machine learning jokes. Oh my god. The platform is changing. Abdul Hai, good jokes. I think let this be a start. Okay. So I hope there is no doubts. Today we are continuing with day 12. So this is day 12 over the master class, and successfully we have completed 11 days with different implementations. I hope so. So from that different implementations, we are also able to get some kind of new concepts. So AI can be used for this, AI can be used for that particular purpose. So this and all completely comes under our different parts. So for that only we have to dedicate till the next 18 days also. And I hope everyone will be just focusing on that and try to do that particular kind of experiments whatever we are doing over here. That will be very much helpful for everyone. There is problem camera. Okay, fine. So once whenever you are working regarding to this artificial intelligence completely towards the opencv, now many of them will be having doubt. So like why this guy is going only with the images? Why he is not going with data science? Because almost all the algorithms with the help of the data science it has been covered inside the machine learning. Not only that, some neural networks also it is applied, and therefore once when we are working regarding algorithms, it cannot be repeated even though it is a part of AI. So many of them might have attended that particular classes, and they will be just willing to learn some extra things. So for that only we are just starting over here with different OpenCV and artificial intelligence part. So now we are currently moving on with different computer vision applications. So like that, still there are many applications like mouse control using gesture, mouse pointer control it is actually, then drowsiness detection, by eye aspect ratio, head pose, object recognition, vehicle speed estimation, emotion recognition, traffic sign recognition, social distance monitoring, optical character recognition, speech recognition, and text to speech conversion. So TTS as well as speech recognition is also there. So till optical character recognition, we will be having different kinds of interfaces with opencv, and after till day 21 we are having, and after that we will be just moving on with speech recognition, which is comes under the audio parts, the text oriented natural language. So that will be the different applications which we will be applying. So I think there's no need of introduction from my side for me, because for past 11 days and you guys also have met me during the IoT masterclass. So many of them has met over towards that. But anyway, I am currently working with Internet of Things, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. That integrations also we are working on. And about Pantech in a short words means we provide educational equipments and for the all the college and institutions for the research as well as lab practices, experiments, etc. So what are the departments we are covering means artificial intelligence, IoT, CSE, IT, ECE, EEE, ENI, and robotics. And therefore, this is just nothing but a technical training company also. We provide workshops, offline workshops and online workshops everywhere. And we also provide prototypes and do-it-yourself support for all the research purposes. So everyone can just contact for all this kind of requirements, whatever the feasibility and whatever which and all way we will be able to help you. Definitely will be assisting you. So, and daily, our vision is to share the knowledge for 10 million students. An easy way to learn the new technologies. So once whenever we are just going for this kind of vision, many of them will be thinking why he's saying daily. The reason is if we practice this particular requirement daily, so therefore at once it will be getting reached. But without taking effort, there are no chances to reach that particular place. So I believe in that particular effort, and due to this effort only, you guys are accepting me as your trainer, and you are all interested to come in the class to learn some new things. So even though if you are just monitoring the mentor, at least you are just providing an interest to the technology. So that is most important. So therefore, the important announcement: all that particular attendances will be issued from 8 p.m. to 8:15 p.m. Certificate will be provided end of the series after matching all the attendance. So everyone's attendance will be monitored. So after that, who and all has successfully crossed the 25 days, for them they will be just providing this attendance, and therefore masterclass participation certificate only those who are attending YouTube will be available of. For those who are coming for internship, you will be provided with internship e-certificate 30 days, and exclusive videos. All the recorded videos will be provided, and therefore you can also download all the project codes, assignments, and attendance is not mandatory at all. Flexible time from the date of registration, and then access period will be there for 60 days from the date of payment. So that is the main difference between masterclass, pre-masterclass as well as AA internship. Okay. So till now 380 members are there. Those who are interested, they can just ask the doubts, and you can also share this video to any of your friends, cousins, those who are interested to work with artificial intelligence. All are welcome. Yes, I am trying to increase my volume at the maximum. So this will be my maximum voice, I hope so. And I hope that too it is audible for all. Okay, fine. So let me check by keeping it here. And I hope now it is audible for everyone. Okay, cool. And I hope everyone has been following in interest way. So from that last period, you have seen that particular gesture. Now today, what we are going to see, it will be some part of different thing, but related to gesture only. Participants, so today I welcome once again everyone. So like now we are going to see regarding towards the digital art using opencv. So what is the digital art, or what are the other things we will be able to see? Everything we will be just knowing towards here. And the contents today we will be covering what is virtual art, process of virtual art, so how it must be created. Now let us see how that particular output will be there, in what way it will be helping us. So now on to that particular function. Here you can just see some drawings are there over. Now here it is drawing in the form of orange. So like whatever we just do once whenever we are getting integrated upon here, and onto that particular same functions once when we are applying. Since my face color is related to orange, it is able to get, so like that two colors, three colors it has been trained: blue, green and orange. Now if I take the blue, means it will detect completely blue, so I am able to draw something. So this kind of functions only here we can say it as virtual art. Here only the clearing option it is not available. So once whenever it is going to detect that blue color, means I have to show only the respective blue part. I can write it as Pantech. So in this way, now if I just show the green color, means we'll be able to draw the green color. So these are the different colors which we will be able to draw it here. Now from this output we came to know, like with the help of my gestures itself, we are able to see that respective output over here. So in that way only here we will be just interacting. So that interacting, whatever we just go for this kind of functions. So once whenever I am showing the gesture, it should be able to move over there. Now on to that only, here we can say that virtual art. Through virtually we are just going for interacting with our device. Nowadays everything it is online class, even including we can say for famous companies like Upgrade or Byju's, everything comes under the online class only. So through that online classes or through the Zoom, Google Meet, whatever they have, till now we are having the whiteboard. So through that whiteboard, we have to use the mouse or we have to use that return pad. So through that scribbling pad, we will be able to create that particular function. So onto that particular part, here once whenever you are working over that, we should also know how it gets tracked over here. Okay, so that is nothing but with the help of sensor we will be able to apply onto this respective device, so that it will be collecting the digital data and that data will be displayed onto the screen. That is also one type of gesture pad only. So through that particular gesture pad, what we will be integrating. So those integrations we can also see for many study materials. Whatever we think, with the help of gesture, we will be able to draw and we will be able to get that respective data. So from that respective data, we will be applying this integrations and we can apply that creativity over here. So that's what comes under the virtual art. Now regarding that application, whatever I was talking, it was only for the purpose of integrating for the students purpose. Instead of the whiteboard, now again the teacher will be turning on the camera as well as the screen over there. From that screen itself, if they just show their gesture, they can draw anything. So just for rough drawings and all, they want to draw a fair drawing means they have to choose the whiteboard option only, there is no other way. And if it is little bit advanced also, we will be able to make that fair drawing over here. Now whenever we are doing that fair draw, there are many types, like it should follow the color to track our hand, and sometimes if the system is getting lagged with the frames, it will just automatically switch over that application. So through that and all, we are having many kinds of problems. So from that problems, we have also should give a contrast application. Like this will be one of the different virtual art where it won't be detecting any part. So through that HSP. So this is another integration. So from this, it will be detecting only one sort of color, and that color also, whenever we are showing, it must be shown correctly. If it is outside the boundary means definitely it will stop it off. So likewise now itself I am showing. Okay, so in this way only the color will be detected over here. Moment. So here will be applied. This is taken from the HSV. So here the deduction is being done, but since this particular target, it is a higher one, it will get freezed off. So the target level also should be low, where it will be tracking only at one particular position. So this and all one sort of implementation which we will be able to do with the help of virtual arts. So whenever we are integrating this virtual art, we will be able to draw any kinds of things. So everything it is done through the image processing. So through image it is also able to see us, and at the same time we can also change the frame into a canvas. So that canvas we will be just drawing, and this kind of virtual art, many things we will be able to do, like virtual 3D arts, which is created for virtual reality. So you will be creating that arts for virtual interaction, and if we place that particular VR box, we feels like we are inside that particular area or the game, whatever it is. Let it be even movie also. The same thing, if you are having the 3D depth camera means it will collect all our data, and from that it will be just applying the skeleton mappings over here. So this portion you guys can see. So this is nothing but that particular person's portion only. So how he is standing and in which what position it is standing. That is also a type of virtual art. So through virtual, it is able to collect all the particular coordinates. So through that particular coordinates, they will be able to stand on that particular place, and from there we will be able to get it. So in this way only the virtual art and its integrations will be applied. So if anybody having doubt, you can just post it. After that doubt interactions, we will be just moving in little bit detail. So how that applications are being applied. Yes, the 3D virtual art can also be said as post deduction. There are 542 members and only 167 likes has been received, and I hope many of them are not feeling interested or waiting only for the certificate at the end of the day. So still any doubts? Any doubts still here means you can just post it. Yeah, the 3D virtual art means it must have that respective three-dimensional input part, and from that input part, therefore, it should collect the depth data. And within that, if I show this portion means it will lift the two hands over there, and we can see the skeletal mapping onto the screen. And if I show my hands like this means from that it will change that particular pose. So like that, the body pose also can be estimated as easy as possible. That is what comes under the 3D art. New direction. So government is going to invest 76,000 crore in semiconductor industry. So what's the opportunity for people like us? Yes, the upcoming applications, especially in AI, AI can be transferred in the form of devices, and many electronic devices are going to be manufactured in India. So that is the only reason we can say. So you have more amount of opportunities. So semiconductors means it includes all the parts: microprocessor, microcontroller, embedded systems, artificial intelligence based implementations, everything. Controller. What is the advantage that we can do art, virtual art? So if we have a stronger virtual art means like whatever whenever I am conducting the class, so along with my face I can also draw and show you instead of drawing in the MS Paint. So that is one sort of a good advantage. Still any doubts can be posted. What is the difference between virtual art and virtual reality? Through a virtual art we are able to show that virtual reality. Actually it's not like a difference. So virtually if we draw on the screen it comes under the virtual art, and that art itself if you are just changing into three-dimensional and 360-degree view means that is known as virtual reality. Disadvantages: for each and every gesture it gets detected. That is the problem. Even if you shake the head, even any color passes by in front of the camera, those and all the disadvantages. Now itself we have seen for the proper coloring, since the range or the object is bigger, that's why you are not able to get it. So let us try for once again. So this is for that particular problem, since it is not able to detect properly because the processors are in high mode, which is working in live. No, till now it's not being implemented at many applications. Transparent writing is available, and stylus writing is available, and gesture movement is available. Yes, limitations are there. The space and distance limitation, color limitations, according to different rooms, different color it has to track. Mostly if we turn on the projector means we will like turning off all the lights, so therefore no one will be able to see the color, and the system also won't be able to detect the color. Yeah, thank you Karthikeyan sir. Yes, it has crashed due to the high level of processing. It is not enabled to integrate it, and at the same time the size of the color whatever has been shown is different. What is deep learning and how does it relate with AI? Once when we start with deep learning, we will be discussing that. 601 members are there and live, and only 219 likes, so the ratio is very less. I hope 100 percentage I will get the likes onto this particular video. Fine. Now the next thing what we have to see, it is for the requirement part. Generally, if you are just integrating regarding this respective function means, here now one kind of virtual art whatever I am providing to the system with the help of hand only. So through that hand itself, here inside the touch screen I can draw, and I can paint, or I can fill anything I will be able to do. So this and all nothing but some sort of interaction which is provided virtually. Now the same thing, the contactless only we have also should make it upon here. So for that what we have to do means we have to follow some kind of process, because onto this process the major area whatever it is being applied means the color tracking. So for that what we will be applying, which we have done the same thing for color tracking method during our day 4, I hope so. So this is nothing but the input part. And now the next thing on next block also will be there. So we'll make it a little more. I think some are there. Okay. Now from this, let us consider one of the part, like this is known as the screen whatever we are showing, and onto this everyone can able to see me. So let us consider this as me. So now once whenever I am taking the class, this will be that particular frame, and onto that here if I am going to make some notes, which can also be said as annotations. In many of the meetings, we might have seen the annotation done by the person. It is done through the mouse. Now, the same thing we are going to do with that particular OpenCV inside, considering the frame as canvas over here. So, for that, we have to first get the input, and from that, the HSV should be applied. So HSV, it is nothing but hue saturation value, which we have seen over here. So the hue value, it will be changing for the colors whatever we are just selecting it over here. Now the hue for the color solid green, it is 76, 66, the pale blue. So like that, everything gets changed up over here. So those change cannot be restricted, and from that change, here we have to extract that particular colors over there. So how that process means, like first we will be providing the input, then the HSV, then contour, creating canvas and output screen. So only this much kind of functions we are having in order to detect that particular threshold. So from that, whatever we have applied in the shape detection, the same method only here also it will be there. So from that shape, here we are just changing that particular object. So onto the object's color it will be applied over here, because there also we have applied the same deduction with the colors as well as the shapes. Now from that we will be just making onto those functions, like this will be the input frame. Input is taken. Now from that it will be converted into the HSV. So how HSV will be there means, for all the colors, mostly we can mix all the colors. So these three color combination only we will be having inside that HSV. Now from that, the HSV it will be moving on towards the contour. What is the purpose of contour over here? The contour means here we can provide that respective path. So like this kind of drawings we will be able to get. Let me change that box. Now let us apply the color. Getting deleted due to some keyboard issues. So this particular format only it will be detecting that contour. Now from that contour, here it will start to create that respective function. So what is that function means? Like creating the canvas area. So whatever we are just going to apply, it should track that particular area. Okay, so for that we will be applying the canvas region. So canvas, it is a place where we will be able to draw. Many of the artists might be known, like a hobby artist also they will come to know what is canvas, the place where we apply, and finally we will be able to get the output over here by combining both the art as well as my face or the real-time video, like that itself we can say. So in this way only that complete blocks will be working one by one. HSV contour. This is the most important part. There is no such a kind of pre-processing inside this virtual art. So still any doubts? And those who are interested to join for internship, you can just join with new coupon code which is known as batch 2 artificial intelligence. And thank you Karthikeyan Nilakavan sir. So happy for your particular commands. And if anybody is liking this particular technology, like virtual art means, you can just provide a VR thumbs up. VR thumbs up in your comments, or we can also provide it in live chat. Thank you all. HSV means hue saturation view, and this is asked by Yashwant. Thank you Karthikeyan sir for providing this kind of honored message and all for educational society. Yes, definitely we are providing, and our aim is to share the knowledge. Okay, so I hope this many of them are following, and I am able to get. Yes, the codes will be starting now. Code explanation will be there. Thank you. Yes, sure, we will be doing much more. Control panel, the code will be displayed. Rakesh Kotla, the recorded video is available in our site for paid members. Yeah, for white background there is no chroma key, that's why I have not used. Yes, Sai Kiran, that is our motto. Karthu solla poram group. Definitely it will be difficult only, so try to practice. Without practice there is no possibilities. Best teacher, thank you. And Karthikeyan sir, I hope you are also a teacher. Getting a reward from teacher, it is good. So participants, those who are just interested, they can join to our internship for the batch 2 AI. So that will be that open code. So collect whatever the offers is being available. Thank you, Lakshana. Thank you, Sav Lakshana. Padavati Krishna, yes, soon we will be starting Python, and I hope everyone will be getting an intimation from our site. So from our team, the intimation will be provided, and soon we will also start in regional language. Oh, thank you, Muneli. That my voice is so pleasant. Maybe since you are hearing from YouTube or good speakers, it might be like that. If anybody have technical doubt, you can just ask for me that, because that makes me more interesting. Like if I don't know anything means at least I will learn and will be explaining to you guys. Akash, all the details you can just log into pantechilearning.com and you can move on to the page A Masterclass. And the fee structure, you have to enter the coupon code batch to AI, so you can get that particular coupon offers. Yeah, so you have received the price deduction also. So 651 will be the price. Okay, fine. So I hope there is no doubts for anyone. Now let us see that particular parts inside the code. So here we are working on that respective coding part, like import cv2, import numpy. So these two things are most important. Height of the output screen, width is 640 and height is 480. So video capture, it will start to capture our webcam and capture according to the frame width. So all the particular videos will be uploaded for the frame width over here. So from that capset we will be able to get that particular brightness, so that it varies from the orientation of 10 to 150. Then what and all the colors it will be detecting means this will be the range of object colors which is going to recognize from that particular interface. So like that here we have two different color points. One is for BGR to paint and another one is for object color values. So what and all the object colors it will be able to get. Okay, and after that the points in the sense combining x and y coordinates, and onto the basic x and y coordinations the color id also will be displayed. So the color id means whatever the color, if I am placing at the center means center there will be the respective color whatever the machine is able to obtain. Then we have to write a function to find the color. The purpose of find color means if I am showing this thing, therefore it should be able to detect that respective color. Then from that it will be converted into the HSV. Okay, so for the process HSV counting will be applied and the colors with my colors. So np dot array and upper, so both will be taken as input, because from that input only any colors if it is getting means from that the color should be matched up over there. So through that particular matched up colors we have to create the masking layer. Why means once if it has crossed, therefore that respective color should be displayed onto the canvas. Canvas is nothing but my video frame only. So for that particular canvas, therefore we have to create one more function. So after that find color we have to move on towards the get contours. So from that contour it will be collecting the normal frame width and height. So it will be tracking our position. So that position only here it is known as contour. So from that contour wherever we are moving on, along with that the respective color also will be printing it. Now from that it should be printed on the canvas. So therefore my points, the color value, and the point in my points cv2.circle image result. So this kind of different canvas sections will be there, and therefore we will be integrating all the particular canvases, and finally we will be able to get a integrated result which is seen onto the virtual, like what we have seen as the complete output. So therefore the while true, which calls all the functions like frame, then finding the color from the frame and what type of color it is and the values of colors. Then if length of new points is not equal to 0, therefore the points will be starting to append in automatically. And if the length of points, sorry, my points is not equal to 0, it starts to print on the canvas. Then after that, cv2.im show, everything will be displayed. So this will be the simple application which we will be able to work with the help of integration. So now I am going to show blue part. Hi. So this can be considered as my autographs. So once again I will run it. Like the kind of virtually automations, sorry, autographs or whatever that required over here, we'll be able to do. Here also I can apply the paint with the help of my hand itself, because the skin colors will be taken in the form of this tone only, and that tone only will be applied. So now my entire face is covered. Now I wish to provide any other color. So the colors are getting appended, or it can also be said as overlapped, by detecting the all part. Any doubts can be posted. Class style. I am a school teacher handling informatics practices. How to teach AI concepts, from which level, and the thing I need to discuss and make them understand. So first of all, we have to teach the students like AI means this is the product. Okay, you can show a high-end product or high-end demos. Even with the help of our mobile, we can also show that output. So from this, we can just able to create this kind of things with the help of coding parts. So after providing a small introduction on this, you can start with the Python coding. And after just providing some days, like many tasks, like pointer swapping, various many programming knowledge you have to transfer to them. So within 1 or 2 weeks, you will be able to teach them completely with Python, installing packages, everything. And after that, you guys will be able to get into this kind of basic implementations. So from that, we will be able to collect the entire informations, and they will also be more interested. So still any doubts can be posted. Yes, it's hue, saturation and values only. Okay, so there is no doubts for Praveen P. Soundarya, you will be able to receive all the codes onto our site. Can we use virtual art for only one color? Yes, that is also possible. For that, you have to define a particular color and the rated color. Yes, Praveen, you have to join for the internship. All the files, recorded videos, everything is available. You can collect it from there. Okay, fine. So today's news, in foreign countries, there are two companies, like one is Blackford and one is 3M. So 3M is a technological company and Blackford is a medical imaging company. So both are getting about to collaborate to augment artificial intelligence for creating the radiology report. So radiology imaging reports can be hereafter obtained from artificial intelligence. So for that implementations, these two companies are going to be collaborated. So that will be the wonderful news I will be able to provide to you all participants. So okay participants, so I hope everyone has happily learned regarding towards this kind of implementations. Okay guys, then thank you all, and therefore we'll see tomorrow at the same time with some different applications and interesting applications. Okay guys, then thank you all. We'll meet up tomorrow. Stay home, stay safe.